What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes. And you read this title right. I am mad at crypto. Says everybody in a bear market who's not familiar with how to invest. That was me. Not anymore, or at least to a lesser extent. But everyone around me, anyone who I've spoken to or you see online in the comments that are being written or spoken, it's all this anger towards crypto or Bitcoin or ETH or pick your crypto asset. And it's like you're getting more comments like crypto's a scam, there's no inherent value, and there's all this anger around markets. And it's not just crypto. You're going to get in the stock market. Listen, for me, that type of feeling is for the stock market. And just recently kind of getting over that. I don't even want to look at my portfolio in the stock market because of the level of devastation. But why do people say that? Why might you be saying that when you look at your portfolio or don't look at your portfolio? And before we cover that, I actually just want to show what I'm talking about here, just from Bitcoin standpoint. All right. If this is the 1 year chart, if you look back here, I mean, we're talking about November 7th, 8th, 67, almost 70,000. And you see from then that point on, we've just had absolute devastation across the board. Right. And maybe a little bit of resurgence here and then right back down. And why it becomes, and if you look at NASDAQ, right? Something similar, S&P, something similar. Stock market's taking just as big of a hit, if not more, right? Bitcoin has actually done pretty well with respect to its performance in comparison to things in the stock market. But why this level of animosity, right? Is because we're so psychologically tied to profits and losses. Even though those profits and losses are on paper, like nothing is solidified until you actually sell, right? So whether you're up 100% or you're down 100%, that actually doesn't get realized until you sell that particular asset. And the psychology and the emotion behind investing is what separates us retailers from professional guys. Now, it even happens in the professional guys, but they have their algorithms, their computer softwares, who take the emotional aspect out of it and just execute trades. Not perfect, but it eliminates a lot of the mistakes that we make as retail, investors. When the markets are super hot, we think we are the best trader, the best investor. We can't go wrong. And in the crypto markets, especially when it's a bull market, you can pick anything, right? You just close your eyes. It's like closing your eyes, throwing your dart at a dartboard, and you're getting the bullseye every time. And so you think you're great. You think, man, if I do this for the next 6 months, or hell, I could do this for the rest of my life and I'll be a billionaire. And so the emotion is way up here. And then when the market flips, you're like, I suck. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I picked the wrong industry. Like, all this stuff can go through your mind. And the people around me who say that they're angry, that's generally what they're thinking or feeling. If you don't have those thoughts, if you're in it for the long game, you understand that there are cycles to this sector, this industry. You don't have those thoughts. You think this is a great opportunity to buy quality assets. And that's the same thing in the stock market. People who are savvy there understand that these moments in time are rare. And so they actually capitalize. And this is what makes the next, generation of multimillionaires and billionaires. But for the amateurs or the not so savvy, we get so tied emotionally. And our profits and losses tend to dictate our self-worth. And so we think, when I'm doing well, confidence is here, I'm amazing, people love me. And then when the markets go down, then you think, I'm an idiot. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe people are actually, cracking jokes at your expense. So there's all this stuff that happens. And the key here is to do what a guy I love is Ed Milet. If you don't know who he is, an inspirational speaker, and he has this book called The Power of One More. But the point is that he made is that the term is called equanimity, and that's you're not too high on certain things, on anything really. That doesn't mean don't enjoy and celebrate your victories, but you don't go to those levels of extremes. And then when things go wrong for you, or you have those, bad moments in your life, you also don't crater to the bottom. You kind of stay in between and you're level-headed, and that allows you to see things clearly and make better decisions, which then lead to better actions, which then lead to better outcomes. So that is, in a nutshell, what investing is. You have to have a clear mind. You have to see the big picture, have the long-term horizon, and make better decisions. It does not mean that even when you're level-headed that you're going to make the right decision. But it's about probabilities, right? So if you're making 10 decisions over the next, 2, 3, 4 years, if 7 out of the 10 are great or good, then the 3 that aren't so good don't hurt you as much. And so you're not emotionally tied. That's the point. You're not emotionally tied to your portfolio. Your portfolio is not you. Your portfolio is a reflection of your decisions, but it can also be a reflection of the cycle that we're in. And we need to understand that as investors. If you are invested in anything, I don't care if it's crypto, I don't care if it's real estate, I don't care if it's stock market, I don't even care if you own $100 of Bitcoin or $10 of ETH. You are an investor. And whether it's $10 or it's $1,000, some of the same emotions play out. Now, they may be a little bit more, well, not maybe, they are more extreme the more you have invested, but you still have the same feeling, just on a different end of the spectrum. And so when you hear people, if you hear yourself saying, man, I'm so mad, or you start feeling frustrated or angry, you need to remove yourself from your portfolio and look at the decisions that you're making with your portfolio. Have a plan, but also, more importantly, execute the plan and stick to it. If you decide that at 75% of whatever asset it is, when it makes a gain, you're going to take some profits, stick to it, right? Don't start ad-libbing at that time. So look, I've been hearing that a lot. We're in a terrible spot in the market, but anyone who's been in cycles before understands that this is par for the course, right? 4-year cycles for Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market goes. So keep level-headed, make decisions. And this is not me preaching to you. I'm working on this myself. It's a constant work. And there are things that I went in too heavy when the market was hot, never expecting the level of devastation now. So that's a learning process. No problem. I'm not out of the game. I will never be out of the game. But I'm going to learn from it and just continue to tweak the plan, tweak the execution, and tweak the mindset. That's key. Okay, so I hope that's what you all do. If you're listening to this now, I don't care what year it is, what day it is, or what investment it is. Being level-headed is going to take us to where we want to go. And in the crypto space, that is financial freedom, that is generational wealth, and that all equates to having options to do what you want to do. So guys, I hope you found value in this video. If you did, smash the like button. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great night.